I think it's been solid for the most part. We're getting a lot of answers to some questions we had going into the spring at this point, leading up to the spring game on next week. Um, Glad to see the development of a lot of guys, defensively, offensively at certain positions that we had huge question marks about. But um, the injury bug, we don't have a lot of injuries right now, so I'm happy about that. That's the main thing for me right now. We got a lot of guys upright right now, looking forward to next week. um, Fresh legs. To this point, we've been trying to, for the most part, cut back much as we can, but we still got to get our work as a staff, as a program, and the guys have responded. They've responded. They came out. They've been competing at a very high level, and that's what we've been demanding throughout this spring. So we had a great point as a football team going into the spring game on next week. I'm excited about it.
Two-part question: how have the quarterbacks played, and do you know who's going to start the two sides of the spring game?
Great question. Great question. They've been doing well. Zy McDonald, Jason Brown, Philip Short have all been competing well. We don't know right now who's going to go out there with the first team, but all will have an opportunity to get first team reps. We've told them that, so that's what we're excited about. And just whichever guy can go out there and lead the offense up and down the field and just be productive. Not turn the football over, make the right reads, and be that leader on the field.
You mentioned questions. What were those questions?
We were talking about earlier, the linebacker position. Alan Walker has been phenomenal. Him and Javarian Jenkins have been doing a great job, playing linebacker for us this spring. Those some new additions that, we were excited about getting them in here, but to actually see them go out there and play football, it's been a blessing. The D-line, can they continue their dominance on that side of the ball as far as defense? They've been doing a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback. I have to give them a quick whistle because those four dudes we got up there, Niles Gaddy, Jeremiah, and what is it, Double D we call him, and Doyle has been doing an excellent job of getting after the quarterback this spring. On the offensive line, you always got to protect the quarterback. We're kind of thin on the O-line right now, but the guys have really been stepping up on that side of the football as well. So overall, they've been doing a pretty good job at those positions.
Coach, after first practice, you said the offensive line, defensive line, starts you. They still looking good out there.
They are. They are. We like I just was saying, the offensive line, we're kind of thin there, but for those guys to go out there and take the amount of reps that we're asking them to take, they've been doing a great job with that. It's a new system. I wanted to see how fast we could grasp what Coach Harris wants to do, offensively, schematically, and they've caught on with that. And I've been preaching all spring about being physical. We want to bring a new physicality to the game, and they've stepped up and answered the bell. I think what they've been benefiting from, for the most part, is both sides are highly talented guys, and they just been getting each other better on a day-to-day basis. I have to tell them, though, in the end, it's JSU playing JSU. We want to make each other better and, be ready for the opponent on August 26th.
Coach, have you guys been going one-on-ones yet? Ones against ones, or who's winning the city?
It's been a little tick for tack. Been tick for tack there. You know how it is. One day the defense will go out there and do their thing. Then one day the offense do it. It's whoever's energy level is up. And that's what I tell them all the time. You got to be ready to play the game every day. But it's been tick for tack for there. They've been really competing with each other. When we do get ones on ones, they hate to go to ones and twos and stuff because those first groups like to get after each other and make each other better. So it's been a kind of tick for tack deal. That's what we're kind of trying to decide for next week's spring game. How is that format going to kind of lay out? Will we let the ones get after the ones a little bit? And I'm thinking we're going to probably end up doing that a little bit out there on next Saturday.
You mentioned the secondary after the first
Oh, no
practice.
doubt.
That could be a concern, but you mentioned some guys that caught your eye. How are they adjusting for the team?
They're playing solid football. Coach Quinn came from Alcorn doing an excellent job as a DB coach with those guys, but we got some really good elite corners here playing the corner position. Jalen Hughes has been having a great spring. K5, Kevrick Wiggins has, and the addition of Kedron Callaghan. I keep saying his name because he keeps flashing out there on the football field. He had a big turnover on yesterday, an interception, and he's just a hawk. He gets to the ball, and for him to understand everything we're doing defensively right now and just kind of taking it and putting that thing on his shoulders in the secondary, we feel real good about, the schemes and the things we're going to ask them to do in the secondary. You know, anytime, and I always tell them, you got 4 guys that can rush the quarterback, you can get a little more creative in the secondary back and put more guys in coverage. So they all benefit off of each other. But those names, you know, some guys that's just been jumping out. The guys that we expected to make plays are making plays. You see Rico Powers out there having a good spring, Sy'veon McGee, Trevante Rucker. That's the one position I would have to say that I still got a few question marks about. It's a load of talent, but I'm ready for that next 3 or 4 guys to step up. You know, we lost a few guys there that made plays for us that moved on to other places looking to move on, but the 3 are the 3 right now, but I'm still looking for a few more names to step up at that position because we can't count on those 3 dudes to tote the load week in, week out.
The running back room is something I feel like we haven't really talked about much since the first day of practice. What's the status on that? What's the status on Sy'veon?
On Sy'veon is trying to figure some things out right now. You know, he's a part of this football team till he tell it he's not. So, but he's trying to figure some things out. But we got to focus on the guys that's in here every day. JD, he's having a phenomenal spring. He's really getting after it as a football player. He's looking explosive right now. Des Moultrie is having a solid spring as well. And also we count on some guys that we've signed that's not here yet, you know, that we're looking forward to getting here. They'll be here for the spring game, but wish we could suit them out. But very proud of what JD and Dez are doing right now.
Coach, I know that you said the quarterback battle open. So who's the first quarterback going out with the first team in the first round?
We're going to flip a coin probably.
No, I'm talking about in practice.
Oh, in practice, that's every day we rotate them. Yeah, we rotate them every day, you know, just to show we're not showing any favoritism toward any guy. So we just kind of keep it where, you know, one day Jason goes out there and get with the ones, then the next day maybe Phil, then the other day maybe Zy. Yep.
Pretty under the radar guys that maybe bringing things around next season, like people size they're just getting some.
Bruce Mitchell in the secondary has been taking some first team reps. He's looking really good. And he's a freshman that we brought in at the mid-year. You know, this kid should be still in high school, but he's been doing a good job for us. Cameron James at tackle, transfer from Minnesota, 6'7" kid that's been having a pretty good spring as well. And then I brought up his name at running back. You know, it was by committee last year, but what JD is doing out there right now, he's looking real elite. You know, very good size on him for a running back, very explosive. You'll see that next weekend. But when he hits it, you know, it's hard to get hands on him. Brandon, the receiver out there that we got in here, Brandon, is it Johnson? Brandon Johnson, we brought in this spring, is having a good camp as well. So there's quite a few guys. I know I'm missing some guys right now. Tim Stewart is having a good camp, the transfer from Troy. So it's quite a few guys that's stepping up that we're excited about.
Coach, you lost RJ Fleming. Are you going to be in that position up, or are you going to coach receivers?
No, right now, Coach Mo is handling it. You know, we've been interviewing guys, going through the whole process, but that's part of it. You know, you're always excited when guys can go and be where they, you know, feel good about being out, when them and their families feel good at being about. But RJ, I think the world of him. He was doing a great job while he was here. But, you know, we're going to continue to move on. You know, we've interviewed 3 to 4 guys. I'll probably be announcing somebody as early as next week. So I feel good about, you know, the guys the candidates that we've been interviewing.